Japan, Hina HAYATA! From China, Yingsha!
Yingsha, but you would have known from the quads, from the shoes up, everything. She's worked incredibly hard to be here. It's unbelievable what discipline and determination combined can do. The human willpower, the test of spirit is going to be tested here with Hina HAYATA on the other side of the table. She's got some new techniques, some new strategies, we could say. My co-commentator will talk you through that in a little bit. We've got a best-of-7 battle, meaning the first player to win 4 games to 11 must win by 2, although Hina HAYATA has gone to 21 in recent history. WTT head-to-head, 9-0. Patrick Franziska had the same against Tomo, but got his first. Had the same against Lin Yunru, and it went as usual. That said, the world rank number 1 battling the world rank number 10 currently, as we have Ronald Mugwanya, our umpire from Uganda. He's got the smoothest coin toss in the game and is always a keen observer.
Please, Sean, come for the toss.
So he'll be taking care of the coin toss as Hina HAYATA cleans her rubber to make sure she's got full traction for all the spin that she will need to counter.
I have red and black. Black for HAYATA. HAYATA, you win the toss. You will receive. Which side?
So Hina HAYATA chooses to receive. Players check each other's equipment so they know what's talk about Hina HAYATA and maybe what's brought her some success recently, but a tough battle ahead. Yingsha is going to start off this best-of-7 with the serves. Love all. Good start here with the push.
Yeah, going to have to be aggressive, HAYATA.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I want to hear more about that in a bit.
Yeah, I think on the aggression point is try to force the issue, try and find early ways to apply pressure to Yingsha. If you allow her to make the decisions, she's just too strong, too three-dimensional, can hit the ball to everywhere on the table with a whole variety of spins and pace.
I guess there are a lot of different ways to be aggressive. You can be aggressive in a very slow, spinny way, which we've seen Hina HAYATA do. I think mixing it up and breaking rhythm is going to be crucial for her. Element of surprise here and there, but even an arcing shot just misses long, but the idea is right. Change of pace. After all that, it feels counterintuitive. You're like, why would you slow it down? You have control, but that's how fast the women's game is and what you have to do sometimes.
Just the element of surprise, breaking patterns. Sounds different. Yingsha's forehand just sounds different to everyone else's. She puts so much power through the ball.
And it's not exclusive to her forehand, which is the scary thing for anyone on the other side of the table.
Next, 3-2.
I was hoping we were going to get some drama here.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. A good type. Good angle on this, closer out in front. Hina HAYATA, the taller of the two players, as you can probably see from here. If not, it's just the optical illusion of depth perception, but from this point of view, look at that angle, using the length of the arm there to reach out in front and take it early. Secret, front row. 3 points apiece, not bad at the first towel break for Hina HAYATA. They come up every 6 points, should the players choose to use them. Bottle challenge for an outright point, I like it.
I like it. I like it a lot. It's just trying to own the space and show that you're here for a fight. That's half the battle whenever you face world number 1s. Showing them that you're not overawed and you're not scared by the moment.
It's also a good brush back to keep her off the banana flick opening. And so far, so good. She gets a passive receive out of Shasha, but as the rally gets longer, generally speaking, unless Shasha's behind the table, it's going to favor the stronger player. And the head-to-head made it clear who that is. at least historically speaking, and by every standard we know. So tough to defend the shot, a forehand flick and the sound quality as you described.
Full commitment through the back of the ball. We speak so much about the backhand flicks and the backhand attacks off short balls. We often forget about the forehand one.
Oh, what a cover from the middle and a bit of fortune to save. Wow. The taller of the two players, Hina HAYATA, also has the bigger target in the crossover. Wow, the human body does some unusual things. That was one of them.
Yingsha puts her under such pressure as well. When she does choose to play defensively on a serve receive, it's viciously hacked long with backspin.
Audience, please. No flash.
I think for HAYATA, it's going to be important for her backhand, her stronger of the two shots, I'd say, or more aggressive, to find width as wide as she can. Really try and be brave with it. There's anything down center of the table that then allows Yingsha to create the wide angles, especially with a hooking forehand.
I guess the details really matter. Where the player is, what they're expecting, depth on the table. I think the in and out game is so important as well. You'll see a lot of soft, spinny shots just behind the net that change someone's timing and makes them hesitate. Play a more passive ball to set you up for a next shot. Similar idea, the bottle challenge, but it does not come down on the opponent's side. Tightening up the scoreboard here, Hina HAYATA on the tail of Yingsha.
Left. 7-6.
A good look at this one, the type of ball you're not going to see all the time, and when you see it, you want to make sure you send the message clearly, but Shasha takes the point. It was a half long, the serve was good. The receive was not bad. She got herself the opening attack. She shut down the third ball. That was her goal. Unusual serve here, moves over to the forehand side of the table to serve back. And still Shasha has the answer.
Yeah, that's the last two forehands. HAYATA has gone really for the kill on it. Just needs to rein it in a little bit. It's the right idea, but obviously needs to drop on the table.
And Shasha playing HAYATA's game here, slow spin, saying, you know what, I'm okay. I don't mind, you want to change it up, let's do this. It's almost like she's warming herself up for what's to come.
And that's what Shasha and Omonyu do so well. They can also play this kind of shorter game, the compact strokes, the fast stuff, and also the spinny, slower spinny shots.
Well, she shows it here. The world #1 takes game. Thanks.
I think trying to use slow spin, at least in this early phase of this game. Try and hold your ground wherever possible. She ended up, because of a ball to the middle, taking a back step off.
I didn't know if you wanted to bring up the smile conversation.
Yeah, well, that's also true. So we've been hearing that HAYATA has kind of found a new approach to difficult moments in games, taking inspiration from an American figure skater. Oh, wow, as we see a backhand ripper from the world #1. But yeah, for HAYATA to smile and release pressure, taking inspiration from Alyssa Liu, who you've been anywhere near social media in the last month, the double American gold medalist from the Winter Olympics. Figure skater. She smiles a lot, and HAYATA, especially in the Kwai Mun match, we noticed it. Lots of smiles on the face, so haven't seen one yet.
Yeah, I was just thinking, you could maybe use a few smiles here, but she got the point. Still a tight game. It's tough when there's so much to focus on at times.
Yeah.
Historically speaking, the women of Japan, we've seen it a lot. They go back to the bench, they smile between points, especially in the women's doubles. Seems like a way to just relax and make sure you enjoy everything. Nice, cutting that one off, just chopping it back from inside the table, short to the backhand to set up a trick.
Yeah, an awkward angle. Really awkward, uncomfortable angle for Yingsha to try and come in and attack on. And that's it. Part of it is trying to give her as many looks as possible, as many different tactics to try and think about. Not one game plan is going to work against Yingsha. She's just too good.
Nice modified tomahawk serve there, and once again the answer is waiting on the other side. Baby Buddha is enlightened. Oh, smothering, turned down for what? Channeling her inner Lil Jon on this.
She faded it up the line because it was a good spin up from HAYATA.
Yeah, let's just enjoy this. Oh, turning it over. Flipping that one, yeah. Wait, where am I again? It's 2026? Okay, let me just straighten things out again. After an angle like this, the footwork of Shasha, it feels like you deserve the point when you play a ball this well. You shouldn't have to work that hard for 1 point, but that is what it is, and this is the state of the game in the quarterfinals of this Grand Smash. Nice, a bit of extra spin on it. More parallel from HAYATA.
Covered the wide forehand attack of Sunyasha as well, really well.
It's a very wide stance from Hina HAYATA. She's using a lot of activity. It's a twisting, pushing off well, getting some extra power on the ball, or at least racket speed, which can be used for spin as well. Shorter rally seems to be the idea right now, which you can understand.
Sunyasha, though, just puts so much quality on these receives. Look, loads of it topspin, puts it really wide to the backhand.
Yeah, that high bouncing ball would have been quite an uncomfortable backhand.
Let 3-6.
Looked like the exhibition point we almost saw.
Around the net.
Im Jong-hoon.
Let 3-6.
Where there is baseline, there is not a lot of room to breathe, but still scraped off the back of the table. The margins are so fine. She doesn't leave much room for you to get through.
Let 7-3.
Yeah, the toll to pay to even earn a point against Sunyasha is so much higher than everyone else. Look at that. HAYATA's just played wonderfully there. And yet she's on the receiving end of rockets.
8-3.
With all the VIPs in the house, from Petra Serling to Steve Dayton and Lu Guoliang you saw just before, growing the hair out a little bit, looking relaxed and fresh. Good seat to enjoy the show.
4-8.
It's a big counter. Sat down on the power, did HAYATA and found a really nice angle off it.
So out of the second towel break, Hina HAYATA has serves down by 4, looking for answers here. Something a bit different on the serve to move over to the forehand side.
Let 4-8.
With Lu Guoliang in the house, by the way, which is sort of cool. If he's here for Truls' match, you might actually see his serve in its best impression.
It's definitely intentional from HAYATA to serve a half-long serve and get Sunyasha to attack from long off the table and then try and control it and work your way into a counter. I wonder if that's just because how much pressure Sunyasha is putting on HAYATA short over the table. Because she's so good over the table. When Sunyasha chooses to attack, or when she drops it dead short, or when she fires a long push at you, it gives you less time, as opposed to when you play at least half long or longer, you get a little bit more time to recover and try and preempt what's coming your way.
Another element of depth that is helpful is the angles are a little bit more predictable. The farther away your opponent is from the net, the less options they have in terms of width. We've been here before, but this time she closes the door and secures the point. Hina HAYATA with a very closed racket to play this one more gently down the line. Doesn't have to use as much power. It was more about just making sure she put it into play, the last shot in this rally. I guess that's sort of the key always. Put the last shot of the rally into play, and then you'll win it.
Hayata. Another half-long serve, using the table as an obstacle for Yingsha to try and work against. See, float serve as well, not much spin on it, just drifting into an area where the #1 seed and the world #1 has to work out if it's going to come off the end of the table.
Battle challenge, but with the racket behind her, Shasha plays it back deep enough to cause some trouble, add to the pressure, and now she's got 2 game points. Take a look at this receive.
I can't remember one time where that long serve followed by the third ball kill attempt has come off for Hayata. I think of 3 or 4 where they've hit the net or gone long. I can't think of one real example, and maybe that's something to avoid.
Memory loss?
Yeah.
Just kidding. Oh, dismissive. Like she's on ice skates herself, despite not being the one who's studying. This is the type of place you want to be right now if you're looking for anything, even a flash, which no one's looking for right now. I like the response. She was able to hang in there for the first misdirected forehand that Shasha played, similar to the one that finished last game.
It's definitely a tactic from Shasha to try and use her forehand with disguise up into the wide forehand of Hayata.
Ooh, turns this one over. Some good pressure early on from inside the table. Quality receive. Just sort of turned it over. Recognizing topspin, you don't need to do as much to the ball. It's going to jump out into your racket anyway. Just close and come back. In control of this point from the start, Hina Hayata can't let go of the reins on this one.
Yeah, no one else in the world is probably getting that second one back. Yingsha did though, but Hayata was ready with a third one.
That's what it's going to take out here. This never-ending determination to get another shot on once again. But when she opens, this is another thing. With a lot of players, if you keep it deep enough, sometimes you can give them the first attack because you have a sense of where the ball is going to go. But Shasha is just so deceptive that it feels like self-defense on the other side.
The angle from Shasha to find wide forehand there of Hayata. Look at this one. Just curving the ball out there. Such good use of all the table.
I like Hayata's idea. If that comes down, it's a little higher. Looks likely to win the point. For example,
Hayata's playing well, and this is what you have to do. You have to be aggressive. You have to try and find different ways to win. Try and take your chances when they're there.
in Japan, they have a lot of cameras that film the in and out from the side of the table so that they can see where the weaknesses of the opponent, analyze their game, and help players to make sure they recognize early to move back in for better positioning. Nothing can be done about this. Shasha springs on that and catches it so early, out of reach with that angle.
This is one of those ones that you want to see slowed right down with classical music behind it, because it was gorgeous.
WTT might do that on social media. You never know. Those are some of the most popular reels they have on Instagram. They're great. Perfectly into the middle. What? How on earth? That was so good. It almost looked like it hit the ground, like it was an optical illusion, but it was the table. I want to say, okay, check this out. This is one that we could watch from every angle, towel break or not. Wow, right at the line, but it comes back towards the net, which creates so, oh, thank you so much, production team. This is great. Check this out. What? Still there. Right into the front row. Catch that, Petra Serling.
Oh! The medial combo from HAYATA. So devastatingly wide to the forehand. Reaching, but it sent another one as wide as she could go. Backhand as well.
Yingsha was just coming down from the first retrieval when the next one was already on its way. Satoshi Mori liked it. That's Hina Hayata's coach and sparring partner.
Feels like there's a little rumble of momentum here for HAYATA.
Feel that that's an accurate statement? That sounded so much like the Mario theme song, the rhythm she bounced the ball to. which is actually Shasha's favorite. She's a big Mario fan.
7-4.
And that backhand topspin serve all working out quite well. That momentum continues. Hina HAYATA constantly mixing it up. Side topspin on the backhand, the kicker. Ooh, close. Fine margins on these serves, and she's sticking with it. Keeping it uncomfortable, the soft touch. This is something we see a lot from Alexi and Truls. This touch right off the bounce where you just sort of lift, but you're not necessarily adding so much spin. And there, it looked like a push, but it was tough to tell how much. 6 of the last 8 points, Hina HAYATA making some moves.
Fast serve is always such a devastating weapon for Yingsha. There's absolutely no tell that it's coming long at you until the ball hits the bat.
And it's even crazy because the half-long serves are still so fast. A lot of familiar faces here in the crowd. We've seen day in and day out following their favorite athletes. Side spin, no bother. Back to the backhand serve. Hina has done well on it. Crushing third ball. That was a gutsy shot over the table. Not an easy one without that full racket speed for spin.
Full commitment. Step forward.
She did it. In my head, I was imagining Hina HAYATA saying, "Show me. Show me that you can receive this serve." And she did. Have you seen The Incredibles?
Timeout.
It'll be easy, like snapping a tooth playing.
Ooh, good question.
Thanks.
Either, if it's a short serve, fire it long into the middle of the table, aiming for Shasha's crossover, but just be aware of the fast one.
She's had a few good ones. She's turned a few over, put some pressure on there, but momentum now back with Shasha in the recent several points.
It's one of those serves that's a tempter to play it. You tempt your opposition. Can you attack this? Because I'm going to counter it as well.
Let 8-9.
Hand shown. So do we bluff? Do you double bluff?
Oh, what a receive that was. I don't know how on earth she made that bounce so short behind the net, but she immediately took over control of this point. At least for the briefest of moments, when Shasha then turns it up quickly, that jumping backhand, and then the arcing one the opposite way. HAYATA now with 2 game points to get her first game on the scoreboard in this match.
She's going to the backhand serve.
As she should. Oh, that's a long way to go. You might want to have a layover at the double service line. Jeez, that was redirected traffic.
Look at the control from Shasha. She knew all the spin was on the ball. Just controlled it and steered it into the most uncomfortable position.
1 game point saved, 1 more to go. HAYATA turning to the modified tomahawk from the forehand side, it seems. Oh, the slower shot in the end, slowing it down. Some small percentage of the global fan club for Yingsha knows when they're needed. You hear them chanting Jayo, add oil, give it your best. Here we go, Hina HAYATA with a bit of momentum. 1 game in her pocket now. Gotta take the wind out of you. The speed in this, the reaction time, the quality of this rally.
What more could HAYATA have done? Look, spraying the ball around the table, but Yingsha just showing why she's the world #1.
On 1 foot, she got it back. Even Satoshi Mori was up on his feet to say, bravo, encore. Let's see 1 more like that. I don't care who wins. Good pressure. Variation, and Shasha shook her head as if to say she took bait, but maybe she shouldn't have. This camera angle will be really interesting. Low and a little bit shallow on the table, so that came in about table height.
What I loved, HAYATA recovered really quick. She was ready for the next one as well.
back-to-back points where players were saying, don't know if this is what I wanted to do in this situation. That's what you just did.
Yeah. I was kind of copying Hayata because she moved her elbow there. I think she was saying the elbow needs to stay stable and go forward. She stayed stable on that one. Really tried to push the pace on the forehand. It was a little bit too much.
I'm impressed right now with how many people are actually watching. That's pretty cool. 3 cell phones for a clump of about 30 people is massive in terms of presence at the moment. Beautiful parallel backhand.
Yep, good change up from Hayata. Just have to try and keep Shasha honest, on her toes, never knowing what you're trying next. Got to be brave.
What did she do to the second to last ball? But whatever it was, it earned this shot. But she still had such fine margins, just the red line. Check it out one more time. Bending side spin with the backhand and an inside-out forehand the opposite way. She put her thing down, flipped it, and reversed it. Speaking of which, you like fun facts?
Oh, of course.
You know who Missy Elliott's favorite table tennis player is?
Oh.
Hina, HAYATA ta 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 ta. Fact. Here we go, 3 points apiece out of the first towel break. Saved somehow, but Hina was right there.
Serve receive, she just killed it dead. Look at this.
Like she had ante on her blade.
Yeah, it was like Sabina Winter.
Yes, who you'll have a chance to see later on in the women's singles against Wang Manyu. Next round.
That's a tasty matchup, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, the first since she put ante on her blade. Ooh, pressure. That's how well Hina Hayata's playing right now. She is not easy to serve to. You described it, the last receive was just crazy. Some literal head scratching and figurative just the same, but she's gonna have to channel that inner Buddha.
Back to the backhand serve. Has been going side spin to the forehand.
He gifted. Wow. At least change the wrapping paper or something. No, this is the pressure. They're both so strong near the table. She's won a lot of points on serve. Nice, soft on the first one and then follows up with a bit of strength. This has been, for me, the key for Hina Hayata in the best wins of her career, the variation. Very flat guiding shot first, then ripping spin.
Yeah, she has got power when she goes to it as well, but it's that real change of speed that catches people out.
Oh, finally finds the pocket. These rallies are getting better and better, Joe.
Hina Hayata is forcing the world #1 to up her level.
Wow, that was a new posture there. Just living in the moment, Hina Hayata. Inside the table, stolen, keeping the pressure on.
That is so brave on serve receive there. Stepped across to the forehand to play the backhand attack.
This has all the makings of a classic. She's looking down at her equipment. We've seen best players in the world, former world #1s, be up 2-0 and have someone wearing a different flag on their shirt get 2 in a row. Suddenly there's a shirt change, a walk to the bathroom, and a talk with the coach along the way. Oh, that one is fast. A little break, a little fortune in the end. But there were a few big shots. We heard Shasha pulling out the next level of energy as well.
They went net for net in this one.
Well, now a high toss pendulum serve. In terms of memory, I don't recall seeing that yet this match.
Who would have thought we would be seeing a tentative Sun Yingsha on serve receive?
Hina Hayata bringing some damage right now, emotionally and scoreboard-wise. The spin, the arc. There's a bit of security in it. It's awkward, but her best wins. This is what she's done. She's got 5 game points for 2-2 against a player she's played 17 times and never beaten. Hit those knees. Oh, a strawberry early on, a step around, a counter.
A death sentence, but nearly 20%, 1 out of every 5, finding its way there. And it's shown you how well HAYATA is dealing with the first attack and then countering off it. I wonder if we'll see a bit of a slower attack and a bit more methodical from Yingsha. She can normally blast her way through everyone, but these faster rallies, HAYATA at the moment is an equal match.
Yeah, I think the versatility, the constant change of rhythm, HAYATA's got Yingsha playing her game sometimes. Stays in there for a bit. Not easy, but she's done it, I feel like, oh, I don't know, a significant amount of the time when she's gotten into some of these really awkward exchanges, even where Yingsha opens strong. Back to the middle of the table here, HAYATA. A lot of options from here. On the top edge of the racket. I sort of wanted to see that pendulum just because it worked for her at the end of last game, and it just felt like the most satisfying from that position. Not bad in the rally.
Yeah.
But that side and top spin we've seen so many times from Yingsha that just gets away out of reach.
Yeah, it really kicks outside the left foot of HAYATA.
Defense, a jumping shot block. That's what it looked like from here.
Sometimes everything just starts going on for you.
Yep, channeling her inner Koki Niwa.
In a Spider-Man with those senses.
Everybody gets one.
Let 3-1.
Is that foreshadowing? The net, the few bounces, and the edge? Let's see. Slow and spinny. And the fortune, wherever it was, she raises her hand maybe for a little bit of unintended contact.
Yeah, maybe. It was another half-long push, though. It was tempting the attack out of the world number 1 to then try and control it on the way back in, try and counter it.
Battle challenge. This is a big escape here, the way things have been going. That's a point right there to keep momentum away from someone who's won the last 2 games. And last game, quite decisively. 11-5. If this were an elementary school with 6,000 students, that's how in sync they were right there.
They're trying to rally their player. And she needs it.
Finds the edge of the blade once again after this exchange. The bottle challenge serve and into the open forehand counters. Man, are these getting good.
So satisfying when they go swing for swing. HAYATA doing well to stay in. And the roar from Yingsha.
Ooh. There has been a lot of physical comedy out here. I think Hina HAYATA was just trying to find her way back into the zone that she was in for the last 2 games. She was making an incredibly high percentage. Some very awkward shots.
And that one just going straight into the pocket. Exactly where Yingsha wanted it. Straight into that forehand.
Ground to cover. I thought Hina HAYATA had done some damage with that first opening forehand. There was so much rotation on it.
Yeah, it was almost silent, wasn't it, when it left the bat? Yingsha just dominating the space now. Staying close to the table.
Statue of Liberty finish there from HAYATA. She's a big fan of tourism, by the way. Quite a response to being beaten 11-5 in the last game. Xia didn't take it too kindly. It's motivation. If you identify as someone who takes on challenges, it's just fascinating what you can accomplish. Well, right now we've got 8 game points for a 3-2 lead. There's a rich history here, and after 17 interactions on the main table here, or at least an international stage, having not been beaten once by Hina HAYATA, Yingsha would like to keep that pristine head-to-head. Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels. When I went outside, Yingsha was there, and there was a huddle and a meeting, and it was a long, firm talk. I'm sure congratulations was in there somewhere, but they really make sure that the players soak up every opportunity to improve, even in their best performances. Too much ground. Xia drives her back. Looks like the start of a sprint out here, but it's sort of the finish of the opposite. A chase on the other side. That's the most distance we've seen in some of the rallies yet.
Yeah, from both of them as well. You see the physicality in the legs of Yingsha moving incredibly fast and then just still putting such power through the ball. That forehand was insane.
Even when she's mid-air, and Hina HAYATA got her steps in for the week in that rally. As wide as can be, finds the edge. Xia controlling, continuing with the momentum from last game where she won, what, 11-2? Indeed it was. Early in the point, wide to the forehand. If you can, if it's surprising, it can be very effective against a left-handed player.
Just clenched, not going away. It just feels like Xia has just upped the quality, kind of 2 or 3% on each shot she's putting in now. Adding a lot of spin, not necessarily looking to kill the ball every single time she hits it. I take it back.
Well, I did feel that there was some amount of spin on these shots, and that's part of the reason that Hina HAYATA was able to move back into the table. Power, there's security, side and top. And I think it was right to try and punch this back, or at least try to go deep to the corner. Had a lot of different body language out here from Hina HAYATA, some interesting looks.
Again, it's great from Xia. Spins the first one up, uses the feet to cover the wide left shot. It's a real testament to HAYATA because she has dragged this level out of the world #1.
Right, and she's still solving puzzles in real time, at least trying to.
So aggressive. That second backhand from Xia, so aggressive.
It's smooth, it's fast, it just feels like it disappears out of nowhere. If you're looking for clues, you're looking in the wrong place. How does she manage to generate such circular motion and so much speed? This is something that Liu Shiwen did during warm-ups. Wow, 13 of the last 16 points to Xia. Oh, little fortune, whatever it was, it changed the timing and snuck past Xia. The net on the way down, that little doo-doo. Open line, a boutique shot there, man. It's a grand opening to the forehand corner. Bring your friends for 20% off as Xia turns the backhand corner. Mori-san, fist in the air.
Xia just slowing things down again.
And then this happens. Give her a little bit of room, give her a good look at a ball, and she'll put it away. Yingsha right there in the middle. Secretary General for CTTA. Left-handed pen holder back in the day. You can find him on YouTube. The drama building here. Now or never, it's a must-win game for Hina HAYATA. She's already pulled her lifeline. That little clock on the screen is her timeout.
Shasha's just so good. Talk about pressure. What pressure? The width she plays with, the spin that's on the ball, the quality.
Good idea on the step around. Hina HAYATA's been quite threatening throughout this match. She's been knocking on the door. She's been getting a lot of balls back in ways that you can't imagine Shasha saw in the practice hall. There we go. And a timeout on Shasha's side. Screaming in unison, Shasha Jayo. That's what Hina HAYATA's up against right now. The kick serve finds the edge of the blade right out of the timeout. Chiquita's a nice option. Just not easy to do with somebody who's doing everything she can to put you in an uncomfortable place.
Your feet have to get going really fast, and you're aware that once you contact it, you need to get back into a neutral position as well.
Strong rally, but survival is the name of the game, and Shasha just runs around putting more and more pressure on Hina HAYATA. 2 points away from a semi-final. Shasha. Break off the net here. Quick to acknowledge the fortune. You just have to have such tunnel vision right now to block out everything except the point that waits ahead. One shot, and once that's done, it's checked off your to-do list and you move on to the next. Whoa, what? He even jumped over it. That's got to be worth something. A little jump rope there after a down-the-line shot. A cartwheel, perhaps? Some breakdancing? Nice. Electric floor. The floor is lava, and it's a 3-point game. Gets the net back, passes in the IOU, and has 4 match points.
Shasha again, just brave on that. Full commitment to the backhand attack. Wanted to take control of it.
Whoa, man. It's scary when you play some really big shots that take a long time to recover from, and Shasha just keeps bringing it back at the opening. She finds it. Oh, oh, okay. There it is. You think she was calling for a new ball, getting ready to catch, or showing how much margin for error she had? Here we go. 3 match points left. Second bounce on the table. What half long is all about, sliding like a banana peel under the banana flick itself.
I was actually watching before that serve took place. Marlin stood up and mimicked a backhand attack. So I don't know if he was the one who called for that, for Shasha to try and put the backhand onto it. But she's got 2 serves of her own to come here. Take control of the moment.
Wow. He is right in her eyesight. 2 match points left. Shasha serves on her side. The angle after an exchange like this. Shasha 4-2. What an epic battle between these two. They've played 17 times and we've had some good rallies, but this has to be up there, if not the best match they've played. It's definitely one of them. It only came down to 6 games, but what a response after an 11-2 whooping in game number 5. Hina HAYATA showing brilliance and resilience. At her best, she was winning 11-5 in this. Who does that to the world number 1? Hats off to Hina HAYATA. This was really something, Joe.
Just a game where neither lost, to be honest with you. HAYATA knew she had to come out, knew she had to try and put Sun Yingsha under pressure, and she did that. She managed to drag it back to 2-2. But Sun Yingsha just adapted, and the quality she was putting on the ball, she just asks so much of you as we watch this final point. It should have been over about 5 times. But the fist gets raised, and it's the Sun Yingsha backhand. She creeps in, look, keeps moving forward and then finds that wide angle, and it's a gorgeous way to seal her way into the semi-final.
The last 3 times they had played, Hina hadn't taken a game. She leveled at 2 games apiece, and that's when the afterburners came on. Sun Yingsha with a smile there, a sign of respect, and a compliment for the left hand. You have to imagine. Have you been working on your forehand? She did it. She did a left-handed forehand there and gave a big smile, a genuine compliment. Wow, congratulations, Shasha, but congratulations, Charmian, on that. Translation, my goodness, we got some wisdom, some words, and some real open, honest answers from the world number 1 there. In completion, we got to hear what changed throughout, what Ma Lin instructed, and you know that taking care of yourself is so important. Sleep, the number 1. Rest, you can find Shasha sleeping from time to time between matches. And the speed right there of the world number 1. Shasha's got Chunyi in the next round, who beat her last year at the United States Smash. Well, Shasha's gotten her revenge before. Chunyi just keeps getting better, and at only 21 years old is on her way up.